obviously there's only so much you can do. A lot of it is about what your workplace can do. And I think we are pretty lucky at Pub Pro in terms of we work in Publicis Groupe, so we have good enhanced maternity leave, we have good parental leave, we have things like miscarriage leave, where if somebody is suffered a miscarriage, they can take time off. Infertility support, which is obviously like a really important part of this conversation, but I also want to acknowledge the process of getting pregnant can be just as hard and long and distressing as actually being pregnant and then having a child. But even within the confines of having all of these really good structures in place, there's obviously always things that workplaces could do to make things better. So, you're one of our agency leaders and you have a voice in terms of how we run as a business. What misconceptions do you think that agencies still have? And what do you think that agencies in particular could do better to support working parents?
That is a tough one, because I think, and I said to you before we spoke, actually, I feel like my perception can be relatively skewed in comparison to others, because we are actually really fortunate in terms of where we work, right? I think it's similar to what I said before, though, in talking about agencies in general. I think sometimes the agency world can get a bit stuck on or can't really compute the fact that you can be both a mum and do your job and do both really bloody brilliantly, as long as you are given all of the ability to do that, right? So you're empowered to be able to manage your schedule effectively. You're offered some form of flexibility. People even show an interest and demonstrate a care and consideration for what you have going on outside your world and aren't just constantly dumping stuff on top of you. I think the acknowledgement that you can do both of those things and you're not going to be compromising what you do at work by leaning into also being a great parent. In fact, you're probably going to be better because you'll feel better because you're doing both in a better way because you've got the chance to do so. So I think that has got to be the biggest thing. It's like trust in the fact that you're not choosing being a parent over being a mum. And if you're forced to make that choice, and I can tell you it'd be an easy one to make, and the industry would lose a hell of a lot of really good talent.